Good afternoon, everyone. The parts haven't come in because they're coming from the East Coast, and of course, you know, the big snow. So I got a pretty bent up muffler for 15 bucks, a stock muffler that has the flutes on the end. So I'm just tinkering around. What did I do? Oh, and I was nice enough that somebody, well, no, I would like to get the actual, I took it off already. You know, the bracket that goes on here, I had one and I kind of made it and contoured it, but everybody wants like 75 bucks or 50 bucks or something for one side that hangs the mufflers. Somebody had one for like 27 bucks for both sides. And obviously that's somebody that wants to sell something, and I said, I'll take it. So I got that coming. Again, that's coming from, it'll be here in a few days. Yeah, I guess it's quite a few days, and I understand, shoot. I know when it used to actually snow here and have blizzards, and now it seems to be all east of us or south of us, at least this time. So I tried a set of single exhaust, but the two of them bumped into each other. They were, you know, like one should be lower. So I think what I have is the one that comes down and it's supposed to go into the other pipe. And then this one came down, and this one was like for a dual, a one into one. So the two must have not come together. I don't know wherever I got them, but this one came down. There was no way, because this was bumping right into the exhaust coming back from the rear cylinder. So I went ahead and put that aside. Then, you know, I thought I'd get another wild hair. I had this other exhaust, and because the parts didn't come in, and I like to kind of keep busy, I guess, I went in the process of an attempt of making dual exhaust. So I cut this here, ground it smooth. I found this piece of metal. I think this was for holding fire extinguishers to the wall. Cut one end and the other, and I'll weld that in there. I smoothed it down. Opened this. Well, I didn't have to open this hole up, but it's surprising when they weld. There was like this much, so you had a much smaller hole coming from this pipe. You know, of course, there's no way to rectify it unless you tear it apart and fix it. So that may be how they made them from the factory, but they didn't make, you know, if you have an 1 3/4 pipe, it should be close to 1 3/4. The two come together, and they just never notched this out. It's kind of weird. Almost the same for this. I went ahead and done this one already. So this will come down. So it'll be something like this. This one will head over this way. Sorry about not having the light anymore, but it'll come down like this. I cleaned it off, may do a little more cleaning on my weld. Now I still need the pipe that goes the other side and down if I do dual exhaust, but I'm just out here tinkering around. So I got, you know, yeah, I mean, it kind of frees up this whole area on the bike. So you don't have to worry about, you know, any problems with the kicker or anything. And, you know, if it's made right, the exhaust is not going to have problems with the kick, you know, or any of this cover or anything like that. So I guess I got this, I guess I got that. My headlight. But yeah, this was, this will go on. There we go. Not that it looks, you know, bad or anything. I mean, I could have, you know, made it more this way, but I didn't want to take away anything because this is making a tight curve. And usually a 2 into 1, no, 2 into 2 makes a tight curve anyway. And the hole again in here where this pipe went into this was like, you know, there was only probably 70% of the opening that it could have been. So I ground it out and made it, you know, so it was a nice transition the best you can. So, yeah, just tinkering around, and like I say, I'm still waiting on those other plugs for this. And I got some brass ones, but I figure I'll wait for the steel ones. So I've got some brass ones too. But that's what I've tried tinkering around out here today. Still have to cut this out and then make it kind of curved, weld it in, grind it down. I heard a set on someone else was YouTube video where he was fixing a friend's bike, and they ended up making, duals, because they're always expensive. Everything's expensive. Goodness. I mean, not too bad. Kate does great, using coupons and all that stuff. So, we probably save $100 every time we go to Meijer. Then we went to the meat store. Oh, my light's on. Sorry. The meat store, which is like a farm market. Spend a couple $100 there, but that's meat that'll probably last us a whole year. And Kay cuts it up, roasts and different things like that. So, you got to eat, and you don't want to eat like cat food every day. So, it's you just kind of have to do it as wise as you can. But that's why I was out here tinkering around. Try this exhaust. Like I say, I still have to get the pipe that goes down and back. And if I can find a cheap one, fine. Making up a set just in case, just kind of for the fun of it. And then I'll have to get in, so the mufflers look the same back here, even though I have one, but I've got lots of different ones. But they're all like, the only one I have two of is like the kind that have, cigar. I think they call them cigar mufflers. Yeah. So it's got that. I've got two of those, but they're not the same length. I do have two of these that have the fishtails on the end, but I never was enthralled with the sound of those. And because you can't do anything with the baffles, because it's all inside, oh well. But it gets me out of the house, even though it's doggone cold out here. I mean, outside. So, just waiting on parts, and hope you guys are doing well. Stay warm, stay safe. Anybody that's out in the West Coast, I hope, the fires die down, stuff like that. That's, you get the wind and fire, and then the houses are packed in so tight, and then, of course, everybody, they're used to the snow out east, but it's always nice not to have to deal with it. Oh, lights on again. Sorry. I will catch you guys later, and keep your mind busy in the cold weather, or like Ed, which lives in Florida, and like, Jersey Mike and Kraken. Those guys, I think, live in a more temperate climate down there, somewhere east-south. And I don't know about Mr. Choppers, the sketchy chopper guy. There's a few new ones I've kind of picked up and kind of watched. Great. And sorry I don't have the name because it's always in Japanese and they talk in Japanese. But boy, they got really neat bikes, or they really keep the old stuff going. Knuckles, pans, shovels. It's just good to see their take. I mean, they keep it stock, if they're keeping it stock. But it's just how they've maybe done it a little different. So they're always fun to watch, even though I can't understand it. Visually, it looks great. Well, I'll catch you guys later. Again, stay warm. Bye-bye. See you later.